Hey, everybody. Thank you for requesting this free resource for Donae's listeners of ADHD Crash Course. I'm Theresa Lear Levine, and I'm going to walk you through some actual EFT tapping like we talked about on the show. So Donae and I were talking about it, and we thought it might be fun to work on kind of increasing energy and maybe even motivation around something when you're feeling low energy or low vibe throughout the day so that you can kind of pick up the pace and feel a little bit better. Does that sound like a good topic?
Yeah, sounds like a good one.
Okay, cool. So when you're feeling low energy, are you feeling low energy like right now?
A little, like, I mean, not super because we're talking, but compared to my norm, yeah.
So what does that feel like for you? Like, what are you experiencing specifically?
It's a heaviness. It's a heaviness in my head and through my core. It's a little bit of like a fog.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does it affect your concentration?
A bit. Yeah. It makes it hard to get going, hard to start things. Yeah.
What do you feel like you want to do when you feel that way? Like, do you just want to go take a nap? Do you want to go grab a coffee? Like, what are you called to?
I lately just zone, like just be.
Okay.
And just zone. It's like I can't, like there's like this veil, this kind of fog that I can't move past.
And this is happening during times when you can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's
I don't want to do that. Like it's a time that I have set aside that I might be able to be productive because I don't have kid duties and stuff. So I could technically go sleep and zone, but I want to get the things done I need to get done for work.
Okay. All right. And so it gets in the way of working.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What I was saying on the show, and I'll say here, is that for anybody that's wanting to increase their energy and do this realm with us, what you're going to start by doing is just assessing where your energy is right now. Like, how tired are you? Like, so 10 would be like, I need to like close my eyes and take a nap right now. And 0 would be like, you're ready to go do like high intensity interval training workout. And like, you don't need to be here. You're jazzed. So figure out where you fall on that scale and write down your number. Do you have a number in mind for yourself?
Probably a 7, I think. 780.
That works. And I'd say I'm around like a 4 right now, but I definitely have those times a day too. And I completely relate with everything that you're saying there. So the interesting thing is, and this may happen, so just be aware of it, when you're releasing energy blockages, it's very common to want to stretch or yawn or to even kind of feel a little bit tired in the moment.
When you say it, I'm like,
but no, that's all positive stuff. And that isn't making you tired. It's releasing blockages, which in turn are going to help you to feel more energized.
So I'm free to just do whatever I have to do. Like that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I love, like when I'm done around, I normally just say like stretch or yawn or whatever. And you might yawn right in the middle of them. And I'm never offended. It's an EFT practitioner's dream to have yawning clients because awesome. There's just stuff releasing left and right. And that's a good thing. So yeah, and honestly, there's all sorts of ways that can happen too. Like some clients burp during sessions. It's just like energy releasing.
I respect that. So, that's like, isn't that a Greek thing? Like if you like something, you're supposed to burp. I don't know.
It is what it is. There's never any judgment coming from me. So I'm just here to facilitate a process.
Now I feel very comfortable. Thank you, Theresa. I'm ready. Just let it all hang out.
Let's do it. All right. So I'm just going to have Donae repeat after me. And for any of you listening to this at home or wherever you're listening to it, if you find that the words aren't exactly what you're feeling, feel free to change them. Like I said on the show and in other times, the more specific you can be to the way that you're truly feeling, the better that your body can help you release whatever that is. So feel free to make it your own. We're going to start on the karate chop point on the side of the hand. And I'm not going to talk through the points. I'm just going to move my hands from point to point so that we can stay kind of in the scripting that we'll be creating.
Does side matter at all?
Yep. Side does not matter. And also like with things like our eyebrow points and a side of the eye where we have 2 of them, feel free to tap left, right, or both.
Okay.
Makes no difference, not better one way or another, just whatever feels right to you. But you can do either hand, doesn't matter. All right. Even though I feel really low energy right now,
Even though I feel really low energy right now,
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
Even though it feels like such a heaviness.
Even though it feels like such a heaviness.
And it is really unwelcome at this time of my day.
And it is really unwelcome at this time of my day.
I honor the feeling.
I honor the feeling.
And accept myself anyway.
And accept myself anyway.
Even though I don't feel like I can just zone out and be right now.
Even though I don't feel like I can just zone out and be right now.
And that's all I feel like doing.
That's all I feel like doing.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
I love, accept, and forgive myself.
Now we're going to start going through the other points. Feeling so tired.
Feeling so tired.
It would be so nice to just zone out and forget about everything else I have to do.
It would be so nice just to zone out and forget about everything else I need to do.
I don't want to be tired right now.
I don't want to be tired right now.
But I feel really foggy.
But I feel really foggy.
And really heavy.
And really heavy.
Like I am just trudging through my day.
Like I'm just trudging through my day.
And I really want to be able to get my stuff done.
And I really want to be able to get myself stuff done.
Sometimes this tiredness feels like procrastination.
Sometimes this tiredness feels like procrastination.
Sometimes it feels like a form of self-sabotage.
Sometimes it feels like a form of self-sabotage.
Like right when I have the chance to do something, I am hit with it.
Like right when I have the chance to do something, I'm hit with it.
And then I can't do what I'm supposed to do.
And then I can't do what I'm supposed to do.
And then I end up feeling shame around my inability to concentrate.
And then I end up feeling shame around my inability to concentrate.
And it can even make me really irritable.
And it can even make me really irritable.
Because I don't want to feel this way.
Because I don't want to feel this way.
I want to feel calm and clear and connected.
I want to feel calm and clear and connected.
And instead, I feel heavy and foggy and tired.
And instead, I feel heavy and foggy and tired.
And maybe I slept just fine last night.
Maybe I slept just fine last night.
Or maybe I had an awful night's sleep.
Or maybe I had an awful night's sleep.
But I'm open to the possibility.
But I'm open to the possibility
That I can control my flow of energy.
That I can control my flow of energy.
That I can create my own momentum and motivation.
That I can create my own momentum and motivation.
And that I can unblock myself.
And that I can unblock myself.
And allow my energy to flow.
And allow my energy to flow.
And feel invigorated.
And feel invigorated.
And awake.
And awake.
And aware.
And aware.
And really enjoy what I'm going to spend my time doing.
And really enjoy what I'm going to spend my time doing.
While still looking forward to getting some rest later.
Well, still looking forward to getting some rest later.
Now we're going to tap on the sides of the fingers here.
Okay.
With love and tolerance.
Love and tolerance.
And compassion.
And compassion.
I now forgive.
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 Back of the hand between the pinky finger and the ring finger. And I call my power back into my body.
Call my power back into my body.
I am whole, complete, energetic, and powerful.
I am whole, complete, energetic, and powerful.
All right, I'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose and blow it out through the mouth. Feel free to yawn or stretch or whatever you feel called to do. I'm going to stretch. Oh. And then I want you to reassess that number for yourself and see where you feel like you are on that scale now, if you've been able to get yourself closer to the lower numbers.
I do think I moved down a bit, like to a lower number, like maybe a 6.
Great.
I noticed it kind of like in my face, like a little lightness, a little more lightness there instead of like, oh. So
less resistance to the energy coming in will allow it to come in and serve you better for sure. And I feel like I'm moved as well. So I feel like I'm like a 1 or a 2 now.
wow.
So just, and then what's left for you? What do you still feel?
Still a little bit of fog and a little heavy, like still a little bit, like I still have some of that kind of drag. I think I'm trying to like notice it.
So in those cases, if it's just the fogginess, you can literally just go through, even though I feel foggy, I love, accept, and forgive myself. Do that 3 times and then just all this fogginess.
Go through the sequence again.
All this fogginess.
Now the one at the end with the fingers and that was new to me because I had like I was used to like the chop. Mm-hmm. Is that like little flair, a little extra flair? What do we do?
That's part of the 9 gamut process. And sometimes we combine that with eye movements and things too, like different eye rolls forward and backwards and counting and humming so that you bring the left and the right side of the brain together to really resolve something. We go that extra step normally when there's like definite like resistance and psychological reversals and things happening in like self-sabotage kind of situations. So that's also something to kind of consider. And you can also just, you can think about what's left and that fogginess, and we can try something here. Sorry, I've got allergies. It's like, we live in Maryland and like, I'm pretty sure there's like an inch of pollen on the ground outside right now. I don't even have allergies, and I have allergies right now. So yeah. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a drink of water and I'm going to tell you something to maybe clear out this last bit of it.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're in Atlanta, so you can actually just see the coat everywhere.
It's ridiculous. So what I would say is to focus in on that fogginess. And you were saying you're probably like at like a 6 or so now. So focus in on whatever that feels like to you. And then I just want you to look straight ahead while you're doing that. And then I want you to look hard down to the right and then back up to center. And then hard down to the left. And then back up to center, and then roll your eyes clockwise in a circle, being sure to not miss any little corner or crevice. You're going to do that with your eyes open.
I was going to say, it's really hard to do with my eyes closed.
Keep your eyes open for this part.
Jumping back over here.
This is an eye open part of the exercise. So
I'm glad.
Clockwise, eye roll in a circle, and then a counterclockwise eye roll in a circle. All while you're doing this, I want you focused in on that foggy feeling.
Okay.
And then if you were to look straight ahead after you're done with the eye rolling and just move your eyes up and down the wall in front of you, like you're watching something float up and down a few times. And then I think we talked about tennis matches in our recording a minute ago, but pretend like you're watching a tennis match and take your eyes left to right, back and forth 3 or 4 times, focusing on that foggy feeling, or for anybody else who's doing this, on whatever the feeling is that's left. And then I want you to take another nice deep breath and see what you feel is left of that fogginess.
That does feel better. It does feel less fun. Why? Why does that work?
Magic.
That's weird. Why does that work? Or am I just being a people pleaser? I am a people pleaser.
No, go about your day and feel free to report back, or, how you share with people, share what happened or changed or whatever.
I'm going to get alone and see, like, am I trying?
I don't need you to say it worked for my sake or anything, but it should. It's getting the left and the right side of the brain to like allow some stuff to kind of mesh together. And
so even with my eyes open, it's kind of hard for me to go all the way clockwise. Is that typical? Like I didn't seem to be able to get down this quadrant. My eye was like jumping.
There could be like physical reasons for it. Sometimes though, we skip areas because of blockages and because of things like that need to be cleared still.
Going down the lower right, but whatever it is, I'm like, so
yeah.
I don't know if it's eye tracking or if there's, but it definitely
sometimes like when I'm working with somebody, I'll watch them and I'll be like, okay, they totally skipped that part. We still have something to clear, there's still something left. But yeah, you can kind of be really conscious of like getting the full circle in, but yeah. So that hopefully helped to maybe bring it down a little bit more. Where would you say your number is now?
Definitely more. It's definitely lower. The fog is definitely lower. So I think that maybe like a 6.5, like, cause the fog was still kind of high. So I feel less.
Awesome.
The eyes seem to help the fog. That's weird.
Yeah. And sometimes, I find the scale is kind of an interesting thing because people are kind of funny about numbers and like rating things. Some people never want to get to 0. They feel like it should somehow be impossible to relieve everything. And some people are quite content to just be like, it's all gone. I'm good.
Right.
But I always say, and sometimes people have such a hard time before they're like, well, I don't know what number I am. Am I an 8? Am I a 6? Am I a 2? I don't know. So sometimes you just have to be like, this is my starting point. I'm going to call it a 5 or whatever. I'm going to call it a 10. That way, at least you can kind of calibrate a shift, whatever it might be. And sometimes that's more valuable than really nailing the number. So don't stress over the number. Just
for me, like to be a 10 would probably be like next to dead, and to 0 would be like
something like that.
A dog zoomy or something.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in and doing this with us. And of course, feel free to reach out to Donae or myself if you have questions about any of this. And thank you.
Thanks, Theresa.